What's up? How's it going? What's up, Shaco? What's up? Yeah, I was having some travel stuff going, like issues for, I think that was Miami where a lot of that stuff was recorded, so I don't think I really did much outside of like the actual tournament. Diddy Kong is kind of broken. What's up, Satcher? How you doing? Gribbly. alright. Did I sound that different when I was sick? Interesting. Yeah, that barrel was crazy. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie's great.
Okay.
Ms. Ma, thank you so much for the 3 months. Appreciate you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. No, plenty of people have helped me so many times.
Okay.
Donnie FGC, thank you for the 24 months. I appreciate it. 2 years. I'm doing alright. How are you? Thank you so much, y'all. Yeah, there's plenty of Diddy Kong players that I've labbed stuff with, talked about stuff. Lots of very talented and helpful people.
Okay.
Moose, thank you for the 28 months. Thank you. Edamame, thank you for the 3 months. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. I feel bad for you. Thank you. windy as hell over here.
Okay.
Mix, thank you for the 32 months.
Okay.
Uber Goober, thank you for the 20 months. Appreciate you. From the South and trying not to put a hoodie on out of respect for y'all. That's funny. Yeah, it's always, whenever I'm in SoCal and they're just like, oh, it's so cold. Different universe, bro. I think also in like Florida or SoCal or the South or whatever, they also just want an excuse to like wear the winter style sometimes too. Like they just want to do it because it's fun. They don't have to, but you know.
3, 2, 1, go!
What's up, Eric? Thanks for the raid. Oh, 10,000. Damn, bro. I said 1,000.
Diddy Kong wins.
If you can't fall in Z drop aerial, then I think it's just speed, right? I think about it in my head. I think it's just speed at that point. Also, someone asked a question about opponents Z drop aerialing. I think there's a difference between doing it just because they can and doing it like well. So it's hard to think of specific examples. Yeah, I'll look into a game. It's just like I haven't been playing many single player games because of COD and my Yu-Gi-Oh addiction, basically. Small game, single player game break. I'm also like back to practicing Smash. I wasn't really playing for a little bit. I don't know what that is. It might depend on the scenario. I think I mostly use my C stick for that back air, but I'm not positive, to be honest. What's up, Armin Pro? How you doing? Yeah, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, I'm playing Memento and Tenpai, but I want to play Ryziel because it's broken. It's like technically not out yet, but it's like kind of out, so.
Okay.
Broski, thank you for the prime. Thank you so much. That was weird.
Diddy Kong wins.
Diddy? Even Diddy will die to the down air. Even the king.
Wario.
How do you feel about the Diddy Kong Ditto? Good question. I enjoy it. I feel like usually Dittos are famously not enjoyed. So considering how bad it could be, I enjoy it. Wolf Ditto was always miserable for me. Wario Ditto's like really whatever. Sephiroth Ditto is like really bad as well. So Diddy Kong Ditto is like as good as it's gonna get, I think. So Yu-Gi-Oh's going well. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm gonna play Ryziel. We opened a decent amount of Surging Sparks, yeah. We got the Latias, we got the gold Pikachu, we got the Latios, we got Theraledge, Skarmory, Alicia's Appeal, like the good one.
Wario wins.
Yeah, the Pokemon question is weird because there's too many options. And Pokemon definitely, like, for Pokemon characters in Smash, they definitely keep it pretty by the book, like pretty standard. Like usually we can predict like the 2 or 3 options, and it's always one of those 2 or 3 options. Like for Ultimate, it was Incineroar or Decidueye. We got Incineroar. Decidueye was the most expected, but Incineroar was after that. Like, so it's hard for me to like think about like options outside of the standard stuff. I expect Meowscarada or like Ogerpon.
3, 2, 1, go.
Like, I don't know. It's just hard to get creative because they don't. Not that the characters they add are bad, but they add like staples rather than like something you would have never expected. Not fair.
Wario wins.
Yeah, Wolf Diddy can be a little bit hard, but I think I have a lot of experience with it, and I think it's like even or something. Sarah and Armaroos are so popular. Very popular. I think rightfully so, but I did Armin Pro. That shit is clean. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get the ledge with that up B, but I wanted to try it anyway. The dare didn't even kill. Was there another dare previously? No, there wasn't. That dare didn't kill. That dare didn't kill. Yeah, imagine. I don't think anything could have came out of that. I was trying to grab the ledge, but I knew I was too close, but I just like that sequence when it works. The up B, let's grab. It's about from right where you spawn, actually, where you'd want to do it. Maybe you could maybe even get a little closer. What the fuck? It was just extra violent for some reason. Uh-oh. DDD. I play a mean DDD myself.
TDD. Wario.
Okay, okay. I'll respect it. I'll play very soon. Oh yeah. Literally forgot we were doing.
Meeting. What?
Who knows? No one matches up to B's DD.
Just true.
One of the best things about DD is that the screen just fucking explodes every time anything happens.
Wind it.
The wind is crazy.
All this shit flew over.
I'm spinning. It's not fucking working. Has Tweek ever fought a deity? Huh? What do you mean? I think you're dead. I'm so surprised that bike didn't hit.
What the fuck?
Where else could you have gone? Ta-da! Magic trick.
You be dead.
Trying to get my jump. Waha.
Wario wins.
Did Gluto teach you his ways? Yes, sir. That's a good deity, bro.
Three, two, one,
King.
go!
Joke's on you, I was never having fun. We can just look at Wario's little back jump over and over. Look at that. Wee! Wee! Back jump. It looks so fucking cool.
Wario wins. Choose your fighter. Diddy Kong. Ready?
And down B, cling to ledge. Like Wario's waft? No.
3, 2,
That'd be
1.
kind of interesting.
Okay.
Sal, thank you for the 11 months. I hope so. Thank you for 11 months, it's Sal. I appreciate it. What's up? What's up? I usually don't play that much Sephiroth, but we'll see. I used him like a stream or two ago. It's mostly because he just kind of sucks. I get a reverse. I mean, I think one of the biggest reasons for not playing him is just the lack of like creativity he provides. Or like room for creativity might be a better phrase. You can only do so much cool shit. Can't really like do anything too technical or creative. Like there's a couple layers, but it doesn't go deeper than that. Pretty similar. I had a pretty similar rant like a couple streams ago, honestly. Yeah, I'm cool with being disciplined and all that, but like with what? Like you don't really have any options or anything. There's a lot of stuff I like about him, like, on paper, but he still does well versus some key characters, which is cool if you, like, want to have him in the pocket. Does well versus, like, Ice Climbers and Luigi and stuff like that. Sounds good. GG's, GG's, GG's. Advice for the wolf. I think there's a couple things. I think you got to hit those fast falls when you get those first hit or two, like that. Whether it's the first forward air you hit or the second fair. I don't, a lot of the time, the fast falls weren't coming out. Even if it's not about follow ups, I think you got to get to the ground as soon as possible to keep the pressure up. It's kind of like cleaning up like Cloud gameplays, I think. But for Wolf, it's more so like advantage state. For Cloud, it's more so neutral, but I'd also be careful with. I think my opponent last session was doing a lot of the similar things with like. So Wolf has like one of the best dash grabs for sure. But you got to be careful, I think, doing things like dash grabbing into the corner. Because like the risk reward gets all wonky if you're doing it in scenarios like that. At that point, like like holding your ground and just like corner pressuring your opponent might be better than dash grabbing. Like my last stream, there's a lot of similar moments where like a lot of the dash grabs were working and I still felt like dash grab and ultimate is like one of the riskiest options, I think. I think the nice thing about Wolf is he confirms into it, which is an entirely different topic, but yeah. A lot of the stuff you were getting was off dash grab, and I feel like that's something you can build around, but I don't know if it should be like I don't know if it should be layer 1 to like a decision. Whenever I get antsy, I start mashing dash grabs. Yeah, I might be a little harsh on like dash grab itself, but honestly, I still, with things like spot dodge canceling and like landing aerials, like a poorly timed dash grab kind of times your opponent's like really crazy stuff for them. It can be scary. But at the same time, like a lot of them were landing. But I do think it's a question to really look into. Because I had a very similar thought process in my last session. They didn't like ask for any advice or anything, but I was like, damn, a lot of these, like, I'm in the corner and they would, you know, dash into the corner and dash grab. And even when it works, it feels like you're risking your stock a lot of the time, I feel like, for something like that. I think your ZSS played really, really well. Like, a few of those games were definitely yours. I think your Zero Suit played really well. You seem to be positioned... I think it was a combination of strong positioning and, like, very aware, like, you know, looking for whiff punishes or just straight up getting them. You were getting a lot of hits while standing still rather than, like, running into my space, which I think is a good sign. Because that means you're, like, positioned in a really strong way, which makes people want to approach you. Which is good. Yeah, I think it's just not easy without a really very obvious like win condition. Like if you don't have a confirm that works all the time or something like that, then like it really becomes up to you to like really give yourself a flow chart and stuff. Yeah. So the thing is, like let's say you press a, let's say Diddy Kong is above Zero Suit. Like we'll just do the basic example. Let's say Diddy Kong is above Zero Suit and you want to get a kill, so you like go for an up smash. Diddy Kong's right above you and you up smash. The most important thing when you like are in a spot like that and you want to let something rip, you want to ask like what resources do they have? Do they have an air dodge? Do they have a double jump? Do they have did they monkey flip yet? And do they have banana? So you want to like let the kill moves rip in a way where you never get killed off of the reversal. If you get reversaled, it can be reasonable, but you don't want to die for it. And Diddy Kong has a lot of ways to kill Zero Suit for like going for the killing blow. But there is like a flowchart I think you can give yourself to make it harder. Like if he doesn't have banana, you want to give yourself some room to breathe and go for the kill move so he can't kill you for it. If he's already monkey flipped, cool. If he's already double jumped, cool. If he air dodged earlier, cool. Because a lot of the time Diddy Kong can get like under the sequence, or he can whiff punish the attempt with banana. So you just want to make sure you don't die for it. You just constantly ask yourself a question like, okay, I'm getting hits, but what spots can I actually go for it? Especially in a bad matchup where it's kind of like when I'm playing Wario and I'm playing a really bad matchup. So I know if I need to get waft, it has to be raw and usually not confirmed into. So I have to ask myself very similar questions. Like if I'm playing Wario Sonic, I'm not going to get like an easy hit into waft. I'm going to have to do something kind of wonky. So I have to really pay attention, and like once I take some resources away, I might be able to justify the risk reward and be more likely to land like a raw waft. Like there's obvious ones, right? Like a Zero Suit, like, oh, grab makes more sense when he doesn't have banana. Like it just gets more and more layered, and like you just have to do what you can to make sure the risk reward doesn't result in you losing a stock if something doesn't work. Which this is all very similar to the initial concern with like dash grab. Like if I go for an option and if I land the option, I get a hit, and if it doesn't work, I die, then it's like, uh-oh, the risk reward is all messed up. Like if I run towards Luigi and like barely win the scrap scenario, I'm still not happy with it because the risk reward was like a hit or death. So sometimes like not even getting hit at all is like technically better risk reward wise, and like for the longevity of like a set. Yeah. I think you're always asking similar questions like that when you're looking for kills as any character. But it just, whether it's like the difficulty of it is what changes. Like if I'm fighting Meta Knight who has multiple jumps and I'm holding banana and I like want to hit him when he lands, if he has all of his jumps, I'm not gonna just like do it. I need to ask myself some questions, and you know, once I let the banana rip, it's because I've thought he hasn't like he's used enough resources to justify it, or something like that. You know, there's simple examples like that, but versus a lot of characters, it might get super tricky because they just have such good options and disadvantage. I think a very uncommon trait in Smash Ultimate with players is having like the confidence and comfortability, like when nothing is going on, like having confidence that that means like it's not a bad thing. I think a lot of the time, like a really good player will test someone, like nothing will happen for a few seconds, and like one player might crack and be like, "Oh, nothing's happening. Maybe I'm doing something wrong," and they kind of like lose the game from there. Having the comfort, like being comfortable when nothing is happening is really good. Because you just if there's dead air in the match, you don't have to like change your game plan. You can have faith in your game plan. There's 7 minutes, bro. Like matches are long as hell. If you need them to be, right? So being comfortable with nothing is so important. Whether it's in a very general sense or even if it goes back to the dash grab question, like sometimes standing your ground might just be better in the long run. But like I said, like a lot of this stems from like my last couple sessions where I was really questioning my opponent's dash grabs, but a lot of them were landing, so it's not like I'm always right about something, but it still feels super risky. Yeah, I think if you have so much experience, you don't question the dead air anymore. I think it's a rare trait though. I think a lot of players question the dead air, which can be scary because it can lead to them doing things just to do them, and that's not great. I think it's surprisingly a rare trait for sure. Like being truly comfortable, like it's not even about camping or anything like that. It's not about that. It's about like telling, like you can tell someone really is sticking to the game plan and they're not letting the dead air like confuse them basically. It's kind of like if someone loses the first stock and they immediately start like playing more aggressive just because they think, "Oh, I'm losing, so I've lost the right to play patient." But it's not true. Like you still have a lot of time to bring the game back 9 times out of 10. Like plus like testing your opponent's ability to hold a lead is so important. You'd be surprised how bad people are at holding a lead. Like for real. They might really fucking suck at it. Cuz bringing a game back from a deficit and holding a lead is like the same exact skill set. So if this goes for anyone watching this that plays Smash, if you're losing, like don't view it very black and white in the sense of I have to approach. Like I'm going to like play more aggressive cuz I'm losing. Like try to gauge your risk reward differently and like really work with the clock and you know, there's a lot of scenarios where you are losing and you might need to like weave in some riskier plays, but it doesn't have to be as simple as like, oh, I'm losing, let's throw my whole game plan in the trash. Like, you don't got to do that. Um, the first thing that comes to mind is like asking yourself a million questions while you're playing is like exhausting and not easy. But there's parts of the game that are easier than the others. Like when either player is respawning, that's a good time to take a breath and analyze things and ask yourself a couple questions. Like when either player's on the ledge for a brief moment, like you can kind of start there and like really like get into it from there until it becomes like subconscious while you're playing. That's something I tell a lot of people on Metafy when they ask like questions like this. There's definitely levels to it in terms of how difficult it is to do the play-by-play while like really asking yourself a million questions. Like there's phases of the game that are consistent across every match, so those are good times to like really figure things out. I don't think we're ever doing that. What time is it? 2:20? I'm going to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament today. When you're getting hit, it's very similar yet a little different. When you're getting hit, it's all about asking yourself questions to make sure your opponent's working as hard as possible for their hits. Because I think a lot of players, like if they're having trouble on the ledge or getting comboed, like they might think that like they need to pick the right or wrong option, but a lot of the time in disadvantage, like it's disadvantage for a reason. Like you can't just like pick the right option and magically get out. But you can play in a way that makes your opponent work as hard as possible for it. I think a lot of Smash Ultimate players, when they're in disadvantage, they try to get out of disadvantage as fast as possible, even if it requires like doing something risky. Like they do an air dodge that gets them out immediately if it works, but if it doesn't work, they lose a stock that they wouldn't have lost if they like did nothing at all. Like I think you got to make sure you're focusing on making your opponent work as hard as possible for their hits, because it'll really exhaust them. It's not about picking right or wrong options. It's about surviving really efficiently and making them work for it. Especially because in some scenarios, like the situation might just suck for you. Like, so I think it's a little nicer to frame it in this way. I would say bone in wings. Dude, this shiny hunt is so brutal. Yeah, no problem. Japanese or North American Pokemon cards. I have very few Japanese cards, so I definitely stick to just English cards. Same with like any other card stuff I collect or whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to practice again too. I was not playing for a little bit, so I've been streaming and playing again, which is cool. Yeah, I think Rivals 2 is cool, but I don't play it very much, obviously. I think I'm gonna head out though. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'm gonna try to raid someone. Sometimes I forget to do that. We can raid Cosmos, that'd be cool. GG's, bro. No problem, anytime. I like yapping. Are you team Armorers or Sarah Ledge? Sarah Ledge. Giving Wolf a new dare would be good. His dare is not that good. I don't want to call it bad, but I definitely don't want to call it good. Alright, have a good one, y'all. Peace out.